Hey Simlies, it's Deligracy here, and today I am building a Brooklyn-inspired apartment for my new Let's Play, which you guys are all waiting very patiently for. I've been holding off releasing the builds for the Let's Play because I wanted to make sure that the Let's Play was all ready to go and was definitely happening before I started releasing the builds and kind of telling you guys about it. I still do want to keep the Let's Play a bit of a surprise, but a lot of you guys have already guessed it because I've been leaving a lot of clues on Twitter and on Snapchat. And it's funny because half of you guys are guessing it and the other half I don't think you've quite got it yet. But in any case, the new Let's Play is ready to go. It will be out next week. Monday next week, I am pretty sure for Australians and New Zealand, but that'll probably be Sunday night or Sunday morning for Europe and the US. So at least that's when I'm aiming for it to come out. I'm pretty sure it'll be out by then. And if not, I'll leave like a note on this video. But anyways, this Brooklyn apartment, I've actually been lucky enough to go to Brooklyn. I was there earlier in the year and I thought it was a really, really cool place. I know some of you viewers are from there as well. And New York City, just over the bridge from Brooklyn, was really, really cool and a place that I had dreamed of visiting. So when the opportunity came up, I just jumped on it and said, yes, I've got to go. And I kind of just went all out exploring as many different places as I could. So I saw the Upper East Side, I saw Soho, the Meatpacking District, Brooklyn. I didn't go to Jersey City, but I went to Chelsea and a few other neighborhoods in Central Park and all of that. And I have to say, Brooklyn was a really cool place. It was quite different to the main city area and it had a lot of character and it was much, much bigger than I was expecting. So I would say this is more of a stereotypical Brooklyn house. One thing I did notice about Brooklyn is that it seems to appear like it's the industrial part of the city. A lot of it's very industrial. A lot of it looks like there might be some factories and stuff like that. I don't know this for sure. It was just from pure observation walking around. But I have wondered why in popular culture and on TV shows and whatnot, Brooklyn often apartments are shown as these funky little hybrid art studios / factories, old warehouses turned into trendy apartments. That seems to be the way a lot of pop culture showcases Brooklyn. And I didn't really see anything like that while I was there. I mean, I didn't explore too thoroughly, but I assume from all the industrial places that I saw, I suppose a lot of them have been transformed into residential places. So if you guys live in Brooklyn or you're familiar with it, please educate us in the comments down below why so many pop culture references to Brooklyn are like this, because personally I didn't really see it that much in Brooklyn myself. But anyways, I'm going with the more stereotypical vibe. I've definitely been inspired by some TV shows for this one, and I decided to make this like an artsy apartment. The occupant who lives here probably enjoys music and art and cooking, and I also thought it was kind of fun to use these retro booths from The Sims 4 Dine Out to try and make it have a bit of character, give it a really trendy feel. And I love these windows that have come with The Sims 4 City Living. I adore them. I would dream to have a place with windows like this. The first house I ever grew up in, my parents built it and they found, or I think my dad found, maybe my mom, I can't remember who found them, but they found old steel window frames that they repurposed and built into our house. So that industrial steel vibe of a window frame, I really, really love. So when this came in The Sims 4 City Living, I was like, okay, I'm going to town or to the city, bad pun intended, and I just love using them. So I thought it was kind of interesting because in The Sims 4 City Living, the apartments, you can't actually change the windows on the exterior walls. Just like in real life, you can't change the windows. That can sometimes be a little bit difficult to add character to a building or make it look exactly how you want to. So I decided to use these big factory windows to actually put on the interior walls to give it that more warehouse vibe and to kind of give the illusion that this had a different purpose in the past and now it has been created to be residential. So I hope you guys like it. It's probably one of my favorite builds I've done with this expansion pack. I love the screenshots. They have a lot of characters, so I really hope you guys do enjoy them as well. This new Let's Play, there's been a bit of confusion about it. Because I was telling you guys I was going to do a fairy tale themed Let's Play a while ago, and I created the characters. I actually wrote the entire storyline down as a short story. I was so excited about it, but then I got the news that I had been offered to fly to the US to go see The Sims Studio before City Living came out. And I was so surprised, I thought, oh my gosh, I'm going to have to do a City Living Let's Play, and the fairy tale one's not really going to fit in with the city vibe. So that Let's Play, for all of you guys who have been confused, it is, there's just no time for it right now while we're focusing on this new expansion pack. So once City Living is done and calmed down a bit, then I'll be going back to that. And I mean, I've written the whole story down. I don't want to not do it. So we'll get to do it at some point. But for this Let's Play, I'm pumped because, as a lot of you guys know, I love me some Scandal. And I love playing families of the rich and famous, so this is going to be a fun Let's Play. And the reason why I've been so quiet on this channel is because I've been busily working on this Let's Play. I've done, I think I did 3 builds, 1 renovation. I mean, it's a little bit hazy of like whether you call these renovations or builds. I'm going to call them apartment builds because I'm pulling down the walls and building them again. So I did 3 builds. I did like 5 Kaz families and did like all the work for recording the introduction and stuff. So basically it took me a whole week to pre-plan this Let's Play. So that's why I've been quiet, and it was really kind of interesting, and I don't know, I wasn't really offended because I was just kind of surprised, but very few of you, some of you, were getting so frustrated that there were no videos on the channel and you were really wanting this new Let's Play. So I'm kind of flattered that you guys were impatient because you really want to see the new Let's Play. But at the same time, can you please not swear at me and say mean things to me? Because honestly, I've got a pretty tough skin now from YouTube, but it's just not very nice for other people watching the channel to see that. So if you can just, chill out, it's going to come out. You can check my Twitter for updates if you're unsure of where I am, or my Snapchat at Deligracy. So you know what's going on. But usually if I take a break, it's because I'm working on something top secret. I'm traveling, or sometimes I'm unwell. Like everyone is unwell sometimes. So, working on the kitchen now, there was this big half wall that I really wanted to make use of. And by the way, I love that wall lamp that's that fluorescent light, and I love how all of the kitchen spoons and stuff are hanging off it. I really should have shut my window before I started recording, but it's such a nice afternoon. I left it open. You guys can hear the cars and the sounds of spring in Melbourne in the background of this video. It's not such a bad thing, hopefully, lest we get any hoons going past. But yeah, that half wall in the kitchen was a bit difficult to fill up, so we ended up just putting chopping boards and knives and a few bits and bobs on there. And I love the paintings in The Sims 4 City Living. I just don't understand why a lot of them are not in categories. And what I mean by categories is, why are so many of them just individual paintings and yet they're the same size and style as another painting, but they're not a different swatch. Like, we have to pick them out individually because it just is annoying because it takes up a lot of the catalog. Hopefully you guys can follow that. But there's just a few things in this expansion pack that are a little funny and a little unlike the Sims to not have noticed. So I don't know, maybe they were just super excited, didn't realize. But I think I'll be sending a letter soon to the Sims 4 studio. Not a mean letter at all, but just a couple of things that I've read you guys were a little bit frustrated with, and maybe I've been a bit frustrated with. I just thought I'd let them know in a nice way that these are just little things that make the game better, and those paintings not being applied as swatches is just one thing that's kind of annoying, and it's probably really easy to avoid. So I thought I'd write a little list, and if they want to read it, they can. If they don't want to read it, they don't have to. So all G. I also love these fire hydrants. They're so much fun. They're so vibrant, they're so bright, they're so industrial, and they just fit perfectly into this build. And I also love using rugs that look somewhat Persian. I really, really hope we get a Persian rug soon. I guess they have a slight Persian influence to them, but Persian rugs are awesome. One time I saw a blue Persian rug. It was so gorgeous. I was just like, I need that in my life forever. And it's sold out and it was way too expensive. So I never got it in my life forever, but it was beautiful. It was absolutely stunning. For the bathrooms, I have kept the concrete floor. I didn't want this to look like it belongs to a family with a lot of money. Now, I know what you guys are thinking. Probably, if you're living anywhere near New York City in a really cool, trendy place like this, like, you'd have to have a little bit of money in real life. But basically, I just wanted to look like, I wanted to pretend that you could live here with not a lot of money and that it's like a converted warehouse and it's just really cool and artsy. But I know that's probably unrealistic. But anyways, the family that will live here are not meant to be perceived as having a lot of money. So they more focus on their character and their artistic abilities to really make it in the world. Ooh, message from my boyfriend. Hello, Zachary. Wonder what he's up to today. He's feeling a bit sick today, actually, I think. A lot of people in Melbourne, Australia are quite sick at the moment. There's definitely been something going around. And after PAX Australia, that was on the weekend, the gaming convention, so many streamers and YouTubers are sick now. Everyone's calling it PAX Pox. I mean, I have to admit, I've been feeling a little bit under the weather, but I hate saying that to you guys because you guys are like, you always get sick. And I have been sick a lot lately, but it's not because I'm unhealthy. I think I eat really well. I think I exercise enough. And I think I have a balanced life. But I think the main reason why I get sick is because I'm too busy sometimes. And sometimes I don't get enough sleep. So, yeah, that's why I keep getting sick, I think, this year. But I'm not too bad. I'm up. I'm recording. I've been doing stuff for you guys. So that's good. That's good. And this is a master bedroom. I like that the curtains are mismatched, like maybe one of them broke, so they had to replace one window, but they couldn't find the same one, or maybe they just found one secondhand that they thought, oh, this'll do. I liked that. And I love that rug in the lounge room. Oof, it goes so beautifully with that TV cabinet. I'm just like, yes. I also loved how many bits and bobs I got to use in this build. There's a lot of pot plants. There's a lot of books lying around, paintings leaning against the wall, sitting on the ground as if they haven't really had time to hang them up or really wanted to. And I just like there's lots of character in this house. And whenever you use exposed bricks and exposed pipes, I just love it. It just gives it so much character and life. It's great. It's great. I shouldn't say that. I don't really speak like that. It is fantastic. There we go. This is going to be the daughter's bedroom. So there is a dad, a mom, and their two kids, their daughter and son that live here. Now, is a teenage daughter, so you'd probably be pretty frustrated that your family or the whole household can just look into your room like that. So that's why I put the curtains there. And there's also garage doors that separate her and her brother's bedroom that were meant to be remains from, I guess, this being a warehouse prior to that, or a factory. So the girl's personality is that she's very flirty, she's very youthful, bright, colourful, but she also has a bit of a hippie vibe to her. And yeah, I think it's a room that reflects her well because of the bright colours, but at the same time, it's very down to earth, and it doesn't look like nothing really matches too well, but somehow it all manages to go together. So I like that. And I loved using that mirror that's got the Moroccan or Indian pattern on it with the mirror in the middle. I thought that was kind of cool. Or the screen. And just one bedside table. No need to have two. How many people have two bedside tables? I don't think I've ever had two bedside tables. Actually, that's a lie. I had two bedside tables once, I think. Once. But at the moment, I have one bedside table and on the other side, just a standing floor lamp. Yeah, I'm not much of a matchy-matchy person. You guys may have noticed. And I decided to use not the new flashy computer that came with this expansion pack with the curved screen. I wanted it to look slightly older, so that's why I've used this one, even though it's kind of still kind of trendy. And lots of candles here, more bright artwork on the walls, and this is the part where I decided to add a bit of color onto the walls as well. So this is a really nice rough paint job, very earthy looking, organic looking. It comes in a beautiful muted blue. It's muted, yet it's still got vibrance in it, which makes it easy to put with anything. And it also comes in a burnt orange, a nice green, and a rustic red. So we're going to use those colors as well. We might have already used them, I can't remember. And some fairy lights there too, because, hey, they're cute. And for some reason I barely used them, so I had to make use of those as well. The brother's room, which we're about to do, is probably my absolute favorite. I don't know why I love his room so much. I mean, you'll see it soon, but we end up putting pillars in it. It's kind of a large room, and the pillars really make it look like it used to be a factory. I think it's really cool. So I'm excited for us to get onto that. Putting another keyboard in, I thought, we may as well have two if this is a musical family. So one can remain at home, the other one can be taken to different gigs, or maybe one of them has a whole heap of auto-tuned sound effects on it. And this is the brother's room. He has a bed that's a blow-up bed. I guess I was trying to make it look like he doesn't have a lot of money, maybe. Or maybe also at the same time a bit snazzy, futon-esque. Maybe that's what I was going for. And I love the little robot light next to the bed. I thought that was kind of cool. Even though it's meant probably for kids, I think it's still relevant for a young adult because, let's be honest, if you're a young adult, you still love your toys, whatever they may be. I was kind of going to go with these black curtains, but it seemed a little harsh. I might actually end up getting rid of them because right now I don't like that color at all. And I think we might end up putting some bricks in. Oh yeah, this is much better. But it definitely makes the place look much better when we put, much better again once we put in these pillars. I love them, and they start giving the room a sense of order and where things should go. So I use one of these pillars to be the study area. So we put this little desk that came with the Sims 4 City Living just there on the pillar. So there's a little spot for this guy to write stuff because he is going to be a writer. And that blue door painting is so cool. Such pretty colors. And over here, he has a DJ booth, and I love these posters behind the mirror. I think that looks so realistic and totally what you'd see in a guy's room or a girl's room. And we've got some graffiti going up on the wall, some pasties up there above the garage doors, and lots of plants in here. I love all the greenery. I think I've said it, I love so much in this, but I just really like it. I strongly like. I'm also using the lockers here from The Sims 4 Day Spa, I think. Ooh, I think they're from the Day Spa pack, stuff pack, or game pack. But we end up just using one and then putting a shelf. Oh, funny that I actually left the curtains black. I'd probably change it if I could go back and change it again. Putting in some spotlights, and we're pretty much almost done, I think. We're almost up to the screenshots. Yeah. But I think it all came together. I guess there is a bit of a color scheme in this whole build. I think there's a lot of reds and yellows for the vibrant colors, and then they're cooled down with the muted greens and earthy blue colors as well. I guess that's a trend throughout the whole apartment. But with the bricks, it's pretty easy to blend in earthy colors. All right, so here is the apartment from the outside. I will make it available for download, but it's a little bit tricky because apartments can't be uploaded to the gallery very easily. You have to upload them room by room. So the way I've gotten around that is I've deleted the walls where there are doors. So if you want to download it, you can, but there'll be holes in the wall and you know that's where the doors go. So you just have to build the wall and put the door in. That's another little thing that I'm going to put in my letter. Just funny little things that I feel like we shouldn't have. I do enjoy that screenshot. I just want to live here. I like it. Me like you. That's the corridor. This is the girls' bedroom. Ooh, you are getting sneak peeks of these characters. I keep forgetting that I've been putting them in the screenshots. Whoops. The daisies. And that's the brothers' room. That's my favorite. So I am interested to hear what your favorite room of this speed build is. Do let me know in the comments down below. And I just think that looks so realistic. I love these new build and buy items. They're so much fun. I definitely prefer the new build and buy items more so than the CAS. I just think they're so versatile and so fun to use. Which is really, really nice. Those are the toilets. This is the master bedroom with some exposed piping in the corner. Guitars, very artsy, but not too over the top. And yeah. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed this, and I look forward to releasing the Let's Play next week. I hope you're having a lovely morning, afternoon, or evening wherever you are in the world. I'll speak to you soon.